The narcissist in your life will run away for good if you do these to them. Welcome to another episode where we will uncover everything about narcissists. Let me begin by asking you to join me in a warm welcome. Thank you very much for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. If you're new here, I assure you that there is no better time than now to subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell button so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. Your support has helped me grow my channel, so thank you. Here you'll learn how to deal with a narcissist without hurting yourself. You won't want to miss this, so let's get this started. Without further ado, here are surefire methods for letting a narcissist know who's in charge. However, you should know a few things before attempting to put down a narcissist. You should be aware that confronting a narcissist may make you a target. Because of this, make sure your body can handle every stressful situation that might happen if you're determined to go that route. Most likely, the stronger you are, the more likely they will flee with their tails wagging. While it may seem like a good idea at first, it's important to remember that the narcissist will be able to tell right away that you're weak and will go out of their way to hurt you. So, make sure you don't show any sign of weakness in front of them. Make sure you're aware of what you're doing here. Keep going, no matter what you end up doing. Because narcissists are predators, it's your responsibility to ensure that you don't appear appetizing to them. Here are some of the best strategies to deal with a narcissist, so let's get to it. First, do not react, even if it is difficult or even if it is remotely difficult. Make sure emotional reactions or outward signs of any kind were completely absent from the scene. The last thing you need is to put yourself in a position where you could be hurt by someone dangerous when talking about master manipulators. Please don't give them anything they can use against you either. Then, what about it? Poker face. Keep your emotions in check as much as possible. Don't tell them anything about yourself, even if it's just a sliver of what's on your mind. Protect yourself and your loved ones by keeping that private. The Bible warns us not to cast our pearls before swine. The best way to put a narcissist in their place is to give them no power. You have to show them that you don't mind when they do something you don't like. None of their passive-aggressive behavior is going to hurt you, and you won't be able to be tricked by them, especially if they're trying to be mean to you. When a narcissist can't do anything to you, they're put in their place. Being non-reactive alone is enough to convey your message that you know what they're up to. You are not even remotely care about what they're doing. They don't have the slightest semblance of significance in your life. Nothing piques your interest or causes you to react. The less they have anything to use against you, the less you will have to worry about them doing things meant to annoy, bother, or hurt you frequently. The more attention they receive, the more games they engage in. So when they have no attention, there's no game to play. For a narcissist, any attention is better than no attention, so don't give them any, even for negative attention. Don't do anything and you'll be fine. 2. Remove that rose-colored glasses and get rid of all expectations when it comes to a narcissist. There is a price to pay for this, and you need to be completely, brutally honest. You have to be honest with yourself and have an idea of what to expect from the people and things you're dealing with to be effective. You're less likely to be surprised and caught off guard if you don't expect them to be good, kind, honest, and truly loving people, but who they've already shown you they are. As a result, you're automatically endowed with a level of authority and sturdiness. It is common for empaths to see the good and kind qualities in others, no matter how bad people might behave. However, never expect that to happen to narcissists. Please pay attention to their actions rather than their words. A person's words are easy to say, but can they back up what they say with predictable actions? Red flags shouldn't be ignored. Let yourself know the truth about what you're experiencing instead of lying to yourself about how you're feeling. In other words, when you see through their lies and tricks and their false sense of superiority, when you see through their fake front, they realize they've got you covered and know you're not going to be fooled any longer. Because you can see everything so clearly, bringing them down a level or two. Instead of being thrown off balance by their presence, you're doing it yourself by simply being a beacon of truth and good judgment in your field. That's the strongest thing there is. Instead of denying reality and wishing for magic, remove your rose-colored glasses and begin the journey toward radical self-honesty and acceptance. For one thing, this is what's true. People who are narcissists don't change their ways. 3. the value of silence is true, especially when dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists can't be put out of their misery faster than by pretending they're dead to you. Make no effort to help them out. There isn't a single word. Your lack of response suggests that you are unconcerned about anything. And your silence and indifference tell them more clearly than anything else that you're not a good target or someone they can play with and get away with it. Keep an eye out for people who treat others with contempt and a lack of respect because they are trying to trick or manipulate you. They'll do the same if you turn your back on them. The less you interact with them, the better off you'll be. 4. Don't be fooled by their gaslighting tactic. A manipulative tactic used by narcissists is called gaslighting, and it is used to make someone doubt their sanity. If you let them get away with it, it can cause you to go completely insane. It's used to invalidate, confuse, destabilize, and discredit you. Remember this, you're well aware of the actions you take. You remain true to yourself when you don't allow yourself to be deceived. Even if the narcissist tells you otherwise, you stick to your guns. Nobody has the right to dismiss you or your life experiences. However, you don't have to argue with the narcissist to win the impossible fight. Do not waste your precious time or vital life force energy trying to convince them otherwise. It's a fact that you're doomed to failure. Narcissists fully know their intentions, so trying to convince them what you believe is true is just impossible. Don't fight back when a narcissist tries to convince you of something that isn't true. Instead of rambling on and on, say one-word answers, which are usually sufficient to convey your thoughts. Silence followed an "oh" or "okay," for example. Keep your mouth shut. Stand up for yourself when necessary, but do so in a calculated manner. Remember, stay non-reactive. Avoid mind-numbing, never-ending, circular debates and arguments by picking your battles wisely. When dealing with a narcissist, remember that the fewer words you use, the better. Avoid giving them what they desire. "That didn't happen," "I never said that," or "I never did that" are examples of people lying when they say these things. Say "oh" or "och" and give them a look to let them know you get it. Stay quiet then. That will have a far greater impact than anything else you say. Furthermore, it's crystal clear what you're trying to say. It's like you're saying, "Your nonsense has no traction with me." In other words, we're both on the same page about it. This is all we need to know about what you did or didn't do and what you said or didn't say. Keep in mind that by remaining steadfast, you can negate their influence. 5. Please make a note of everything. When dealing with narcissists, it's imperative to keep meticulous notes. When it comes to black and white, there isn't much you can say. It's difficult to claim that you said something that you didn't say when everything is written down. Keep copies of everything you send or receive, including text messages, emails, and letters. You may never need it, but if you do, you'll be happy you have it. As a result, it's important to keep track of everything. When it comes to a narcissist, the proof will speak on its own. You don't need words because it only causes unnecessary drama. 6. Be true to who you are, no matter how bitter it is. The narcissist is completely out of their depth if you don't allow negative energy to change you and instead remain happy, loving, and kind. The toxic people in your life are clueless about how to interact with someone who is sincere and loving. Stay as you are and let them as they are. Nothing changes. Sooner or later, they'll be exposed for what they are by someone with integrity. Narcissists tend to be the opposite of those who can and will. As such, they don't expect them to be anything but selfish. Focusing on yourself and taking the steps necessary to live your best life are all required. Let your good deeds, good intentions, and good character speak for themselves in the world. If that's your primary objective, I assure you it will be heard clearly. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it useful. If you have any views or experiences to share, please do so in the comment section below. And for future updates, please consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell button below. Thank you so much for listening to what I had to say.